Folks, I'm painting on a piece of primed watercolour paper. I give a coat, a bit of a burnt umber mixed with some white gesso. I spread it all over, quite rough, and then I dried it, and then I gave it a coat of PVA glue, all acrylic, which when it's dry is impervious, we hope. Just starting to rough a blue sky in, but I kept getting it mixed in with my yellow ochre. Got a bit of oil, a bit of dryer. Those two whites, one's Winton and one's Griffin, and hopefully that will get in all the paints and dry the lot overnight. Just going to do a lake scene or something like that. Just graduate that. Let's get some better light in there. You can see that yellow ochre. Sorry if there's a bit of a shine here and there on the paper. That's because it's slightly buckled. I've got a piece behind me that's prepared the same way, but I've put some PVA glue on the reverse side, and I'm trying to stick it to a piece of MDF, so to demonstrate that on another one if it sticks. Okay, now we're going to get a nice light horizon on here. Let's have a bit of sienna. Just blend it gently, put some cloud in there. I'm just using a towel to clean the brush. Right, let's get some cloud in there. Take clouds off of the picture, otherwise it looks as if you're fitting the clouds in. Now that is getting slowly stickier, the paint. And that's the dryer in the linseed. Just soften. Those clouds are usually nice and soft. But however you want to do your clouds. It's a funny old day today. Yesterday and today we seem to be getting our April showers in March. So we've had quite a couple of downpours this morning in London, might be to South London. Alright, let's take a bit of that red, cad red, bit of oil. Too much red in that. burnt sienna is very good, useful colour for skies. Look, I've just tried to break up the mashes a little bit, give it more of an impressionist feel. Right, okay, well that's the sky for a moment. Let's get in some background trees. Now, I want to use an older brush to give it more of a splayed effect. Some of these brushes are, my old brushes are really worn out. Some of them are stiff with paper that haven't been properly cleaned. I need a secretary. Any offers? You don't get paid. Well, this one will do. This one here, so cheapo Chinese brush. Now, I just don't want to. I want to go over that, and I want something to show through. So, red, blue, green. That's your more yellow. Just 3 primaries. Try and keep your tree masses different. Sort of try to vary them with colour and shape. Right, now I've got a bit of a direction of a flow going there. And I remember years ago, 40 years ago, I had a carpet fitting business, and most of it was in London on the West End, but I also went out into Surrey. I was involved with interior decorators who had sort of rich friends, and I was desperate to take my watercolours to Claremont Lake. It's out near Esher, off the A3, beautiful lake. And I took photographs, but I left the job early and the customer wasn't very happy. She complained. But I thought, well, my time. She got her job done. And I eventually got a reasonable painting from it. Probably still got it, I haven't sold it or anything. But I was really just sort of a bit more or less a beginner at oil painting. I did my first one probably when I was around about 30. I copied a calendar photograph with a water wheel. It couldn't have been a more difficult subject. But I learnt a lot. But I wish I was a faster learner than I am now. Got a bit of dark in there. Trying to leave some air. That's why I'm using this brush. Sky holes, bird holes. Bit of shadow. Bit of red. Okay, well that'll do for that. So we'll put in some grasses. See, the old worn out brush, don't throw them away, provided the hairs are, or the bristles aren't all stuck together. Right, now we'll go over, I wish I hadn't painted so far down. It's going to be a lot of foreground to paint. Okay, so we're going to put a sort of a marshy type of scene, burnt sienna, bit of ochre, and then we'll just put in some grasses. I'm getting used to painting at a distance. I never used to, but I'm still learning to do all this really at 76. But I shall carry on painting for YouTube and Patreon as long as I can. My eyes are okay. Need reading glasses, but well, non-prescription glasses. Just blend the background. Okay, we'll darken that a bit of a Payne's grey I think, and a bit of burnt sienna. Now that's quite a good mix. Payne's grey, just a touch, and the burnt sienna. It gives that sort of shadow colour, but it's a warm grey. So I've turned the burnt sienna to burnt umber really. I'm going to put some land in here. Oh, let's get some darker stuff. The great painter of salt marshes, or marshes was Seago, Edward Seago. Us Brits are always recommending Seago. You can go on Google and see the gallery. I know a lot of his work now seems a bit dated because it was done prior to 1970. Right, let's just get some of that down in there. Right, okay, that'll do for that. Now let's see if we can put in a bit of an island. So we want sort of green, red, blue, yellow. I'll just work at this and adjust the colours and tones as I go. Okay, well let's get a nice bit of heavier green. I'll use a bit of Payne's grey. Payne's grey and the yellow. I'm going to try to do this without any detail, just a suggestion. Okay, clean the brush. A bit of ochre. Okay, now we'll work on this water, so let's get the brush back. We've got plenty of blue in that water, so let's dash it in. And I can drag some reflections down into that. A bit darker in there. It's got to reflect the sky. We're standing up here, eye level there, bounce up angle between your eye and the horizon up into the sky, it will reflect that rather than that. But if you're lower, of course, then you'll reflect that. Got a nice, it's got a bit of red with that. And then we can put the clouds just a little bit further up the scale. Right, let's get a little bit of a peach in there. I'm only guessing this, I'm not copying from anything, I'm just working off the top of my head. But I enjoy myself. Supposed to be having an exhibition this month at Denby's, a lovely winery in Dorking, but it got cancelled because of the COVID. Right, so a bit of broken water there, so right, what I'll do, I'm not going to put anything in there. I'm going to put a bit of that. I might just take that up a bit higher. A bit of white with that. Okay, we'll put a tree here coming out of there, I think. Let's get my usual cad red, cad yellow pale, bit of ultramarine. There's a bit of burst yellow there, it's just right. Now I really want to darken in there along the base of these marsh grasses. Don't want the black, I just want darker. Okay, well I don't think I want to do much more to that. I do just probably just get some reflections in here, a bit darker there. Right, let's get a bit of grass in there, a bit of light. Throw the kitchen sink at it. So look where you've got your, put your reflections in. Right, okay, I'll put that in the mouth of a crumbs. It's got 11 o'clock. I've been up here since 9:30 fiddling around. But we spend more time preparing than painting actually. Phineas, good fingers a good wipe. I'll move that over. Oh, there we are. I hope you enjoy that. It's a memory of a lake, really. It doesn't exist, other than my what passes for my imagination. So I hope you like it. I'll get this uploaded and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.